A very good afternoon. Greetings to my friend who is part of KADIN Indonesia, Ibu Sinta Wijaya Kamdani, who is the coordinating vice chair of KADIN Indonesia and also the chair of B20 Indonesia. Greetings to Professor Mardiasmo, President of Institute of Indonesia Chartered Accountants. Greetings to Bapak Haryanto Budiman, our Chair of Task Force Integrity and Compliance in B20 Indonesia. And greetings to Mr. Masamichi Kono, IFRS Foundation Trustees. And then greetings to Ms. Sue Lloyd, Vice Chair of the International Sustainability Standard Board, or ISSB. And also greetings to Mr. Elko van der Anden, CEO of Global Reporting Initiative, or GRI. Also greeting to Mr. David Madon, Director of Sustainability Policies and Regulatory Affairs, International Federation of Accountants, and the B20 and IAI members and all participants. Ladies and gentlemen, more than a third of global consumers from developed countries said they would change their consumption habits to reduce their environmental impact and are willing to pay more for sustainable alternatives. This is according to the 2021 Global Sustainability Study. Even BlackRock, the $7 trillion asset manager, announced in 2020 that it would accelerate the integration of sustainability into its investment. It is a brand new age where global investors are not only looking at a company's profitability, but also its environmental and social governance. The new bottom line is the triple bottom line: profit, people, planet. Ladies and gentlemen, in order to present a company's potential and growth, a financial statement plays a significant role in delivering the information. However, with the development of IFRS sustainability disclosure standards, now companies and businesses can open themselves up to global investors by providing clear and measurable information regarding not only profits, but also on how their company is impacting its people and the planet. To achieve the Sustainable Development Goals by 2030, the private sectors must be fully on board. One of the ways to make companies accountable is by implementing a concise, consistent, and variable ESG reporting standards. In KADIN, the ESG is our values: environment, social, and governance. And that is the voice of the Indonesian private sectors. Today, several positive shifts are starting to be seen. For example, the transparency for ESG information is growing. Even if only public companies are obligated to provide a sustainable report, more private companies in Indonesia disclose their ESG matters in their sustainability reports voluntarily. The reports were also made in accordance with international standards. Unfortunately, the shift is still nascent, and the number of companies partaking in this effort is still meager. This issue is further amplified in Indonesia, home to 64.2 million micro, small, medium enterprises, or MSMEs, where micro and small businesses representing 96.7% of the sectors. These enterprises, which generate more than 60% of Indonesia's GDP, are facing multiple challenges to implement ESG reporting and transparency. For example, majority of the MSMEs are still not aware of ESG reporting and the benefit it has for their business. ESG reporting is also complex and expensive. Some large companies even had to bring in expertise to help them navigate ESG reporting's complex landscape. It may be cumbersome for micro, small, medium enterprises to independently choose the methodology and the factors to analyze. However, MSMEs may find it challenging to adapt reporting procedures and tools employed in large firms due to limited resources and limited operational flexibility. Ladies and gentlemen, in order to catalyze adoption of this effort by micro, small, medium enterprises, we see there is a merit to propose more than straightforward reporting standards than those applied to large companies. This would address the conflicting stakeholders' demand for ESG information. KADIN, the Indonesian Chamber of Commerce and Industry, is an organization authorized by the Indonesian Constitution in 1987 to represent all Indonesian businesses, state-owned and private, and even cooperative. KADIN is well placed to introduce and raise awareness of the global ESG landscape and trends and its implication for the Indonesian private sectors, including the MSMEs. This year, KADIN is going to establish the country's first ESG coalition for business, aligned and supported by the national government and key stakeholders. With IAI technical knowledge on compliance to the reporting standard and KADIN's extensive reach towards the private sectors, together, we can collaborate to educate the private sectors on the need for the ESG disclosures set by the International Sustainability Standard Board, driving Indonesia's transformation into a global sustainable leader and putting the Indonesian private sector at the forefront of global ESG practices. Ladies and gentlemen, to end my remarks, I would like to thank the organizer of this webinar for raising awareness of the IFRS Sustainability Disclosure Standards. I hope the further discussion can continue among the ISP and stakeholders to ensure industry compliance and spur sustainable investing. Let's create a sustainable trade and investment or sustainable business. Thank you very much, and it's an honor for me to make these remarks.